Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. This time we're going over the Build-A-Figure Annihilus from 2007. Let's get to it. So I thought I would just stick Annihilus in here in this review, whatever review this may be, because this guy's already been sold. I have really no need for this guy. I think he's super cool though, so let's go over him. Alright, so from his head. He has a really cool head over here. I love the details on it. It looks really nice, like all these grid pieces right over here. The horns are really cool. He has these piercing sort of yellow eyes right here, and that's really nice how those look. I just find it to be really cool. Wow, all these little details are great. Look at this little thing right here, all these little grooves. It's a very textured material right over here, kind of shiny too. And just looking at this is really nice. We have grooves here, like built in. It's not a crack or anything, it's actually a nice built-in groove. The horns are put in nicely with these little sort of rivet kind of things. Let's take the side of the head. This part right here is really nice. No real paint chipping, which is pretty good. I'm liking this guy a lot. The pink kind of clashes a lot, but yeah, on the eye there's a little speck right over there. But that's fine. It's okay. I like the head a lot. This little collar is pretty cool too. This pill-looking thing has some paint sort of coming off of it, but that's alright. We have these nice little shoulder pads, and they're pretty cool. A lot of different jagged pieces and spikes, kind of like a shell in a way, like the blue shell from Mario. That's really cool. His arms are really neat, spikes on the elbows so he could just jab someone if he wants to. Really nice kind of texturing to that. Very fish-like in a way. I really like this guy, how fish-like he looks. He isn't really covered over here, the arm piece, but that's okay. I can live with that. His arms can go... This one can't go back that far. This one can go back farther though. It can go up. It's hindered by the shoulder pad though, but that's okay. You don't really need him to go that far up. His head swivels around a little bit like this. Can't really go up or down too much. The collar can move a little bit to accommodate if you want. Going to his torso, it's very purple. It's pink with a purple wash. That's really nice. You can go back this much and crunch a lot forward, more so. These ports for the wings are on the back. We'll go over those last. But his articulation back is okay. It's okay. It breaks up the sculpt though right here, so that's kind of a thing to worry about when trying to change his personality, his stance a little bit over here. But I find that just having it where him looking like he's kind of hunched over all the time, which is kind of a bad thing a little bit. He doesn't really have any waist swivel or anything. He just has a one crunch. It's a very old figure from probably like, what, 2007 or so. But going back to the lower arms, pins are right here. I'm not used to those anymore. Everything's pinless now. They come up this much and straighten out really well. This gauntlet over here is really nice. It's very shiny kind of material. But what's interesting is that it doesn't really swivel, but you get articulated fingers for everything but the thumb. So you can hold something if you want, you know, a cup of coffee, but each individual finger can move. So let me just activate that right now. Moving the pinky, the ring, the middle, and the pointer finger. I've been debating doing a middle finger joke, but I don't think I want to. Not a real big fan of those kind of things. I don't really swear on my channel either, you know. But going to the legs, T-jointed legs, and they're kind of funky. They go out really super far. You don't really need to for this guy. They go in this much. They go up a little bit like this. They go back like that. Now one knee, when you straighten it out, is actually sort of pre-bent a little bit and sort of like a statue kind of stance, and that's the problem with this kind of figure. It's more of a statue than it is an actual build-a-figure or an action figure in a way. It kind of hinders the posability a little bit. This one's bent, this one isn't. This knee can go back this far, straighten out that much. Now for the feet. It can go this much down, this much up, no pivot at all. So it you have to kind of work with him a little bit. He kind of has a little hunch and a slouch a little bit when he stands. But the legs, they look really nice. I love the sort of grooved upward texture of them. It looks really cool. Wow, this is awesome. Really nice. Really nice in this guy. Really good sort of texturing, and I like how the wash is. Hasbro doesn't really do wash, and this is one of their first few figures. And the budget was probably a little bit more than nowadays. Wow, just look at that. It's pretty nice. And the foot, it's all very crab-like. He's very sea creature inspired. He's like a fish and a crustacean put together. The two toes right here, pretty cool. He has a back spike So he's very armed to the back as well as the front, where he can hurt you in the front with his hands and stuff and kick you in the back with his elbows and his foot spurs over here. I love this kind of design over here on the foot. What else we got? Some more little groovings over here. Very carapace-like, very crab-like. I like that a lot. I like his claws over here. They're pretty cool. I mean, not that I'm regretting giving this guy away, but I wish Hasbro would re-release this guy down the line soon. That'd be pretty nice. I got this guy for around 60, selling him for around 100, and hoping to get another one around 60, maybe eventually, but not now. I'm trying to review all the old stuff that I have before I think about getting some new stuff. So on the back, same kind of sort of just texturing and colors and everything, but on the top of this, it is a darker purple with a little bit of like lighter purple wash, or it's a lighter purple with a dark purple wash, but that looks really nice. I like how it looks kind of like horns a little bit. Just add to more horns on here, and then this whole collar is really cool. I just like the collar piece. It's really cool. It's a really nice touch. Collars are awesome. So the thing everyone's been waiting for in this guy, let's go to the wings. So individually, let's take Annihilus and put him out of the way a little bit. The wings are incredibly neat. They're huge. They're about the size of my hand. Where's my ruler? I'll pull out my ruler eventually. But wow, it's just fascinating how this looks here. The wash is incredible on here. I really like these a lot. And you could, man, I mean, as a Bionicle fan, these would be probably good for 2004's Makuta if you gave them a little touch-up. But wow, that's crazy. They even have little ball joints, which also reminds me of Bionicle in a way. The ball joint has like a little groove right here. And a little bit of smudge right here of something. I'm not sure what that is, but whatever. Wow, that's really fascinating. Really nice kind of sheen on it too. It looks very membrane-y. Can you see my finger behind there? A little bit. There's a little bit of bleed through, which is nice. Actual wings are. It's a membrane instead of a sort of skeletal structure. It's actually like an actual wing where there's solid pieces going up the top, then flaring out, and then between those flares, it's like a webbed part of your hand a little bit. But yeah, that's really neat. It's a very bony structure. Looks awesome. I'm really glad. Same with the other one. Similar kind of structure on that, just reversed. Is it exact? I'm not sure. I think it might be the same exact thing, just flipped. I don't know if they had the tech to mold it backwards and forwards, but that's pretty cool. I feel like what they did way back then, like 10, 15 years ago, was just mold one and then mold the other, and then put them in a casing, and then just reverse mold that. However they reverse mold thing, that's pretty cool. And they make a design, then they can make copies off of that. It amazes me. Spikes up here. That's pretty neat. It looks kind of like a bird itself. Little head, feet, yada yada. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, putting it on Annihilus himself, we are just going to put this in the back right here. And that's an easy port. And then put the other one on the other side right here. Another easy port. It kind of just snaps in right there. And these are really huge wings. And they're kind of falling a little bit, but I mean, I need to repose them. But wow, he's just huge. I mean, just look at this guy just cower over his mastery of whatever. So yeah, that's amazing. His wings can go all around. They kind of make a little squeaky noise. I don't really want to move them too much, but wow, it's just great. You can't really fold them in or anything. Can you enclose him a little bit? No, you can go back farther a little bit though, and just sort of have them go out back a little bit like this. I like having them just a little bit forward like that, so the points are forward, so he can just stab more. And yeah, Annihilus is pretty neat. I really like this figure. I just need something better. I don't really use him in my sort of space villains collection area because he's way too big and way too sort of gangly. I've had him in a box for a while, but I just find that he's pretty neat, all things considered. And let's go over some scale comparisons with him. So here's how Annihilus scales with Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm, and Captain America. Here's how he scales with Super Skrull, Build-A-Figure, and Blastar. And lastly, here's how he scales with Doctor Doom and Leader, who, if you've seen the Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes TV series, there's an episode with Annihilus and Leader. And that's pretty cool. And it's weird because Annihilus causes Leader's head to swell, so maybe that's why his head's so big in this iteration. So Annihilus's height stands at about maybe 7.5 inches tall to the top of his collar, and then his wingspan, oh boy. So let's say 9.5 to his arm, and then 6.5. So what, 16 inches wide for his wingspan? That's crazy. And here's Annihilus next to me with a bucket of popcorn. You know, Annihilus, I'm glad you're here and not outside causing trouble. I mean, we've had enough bad things happen this year, right? Annihilus, wait! What are you doing? What are you doing, Annihilus? No! Oh well, might as well enjoy this while I can. So yeah, that's my review of the Annihilus Build-A-Figure from like 2007. Wonderful figure, really cool, a lot of great effects. I just feel like he needs to be a new version ushered in of him. This one's great by all means, but we're overdue by like 10 years or so. And it's been 13, so I feel like Annihilus would be a great Build-A-Figure for a Fantastic Four wave or something, if they want to do that, or maybe an Avengers wave or whatever. But it's overdue, and this guy is really cool. Update the articulation, lose the hands, maybe do alternate hands for him or something, that'd be nice. They should be doing alternate hands for Build-A-Figure anyways. They had the Venom Pool one changed up, so yeah. Annihilus is awesome, but he just needs to be redone. But if you have him, he's worthy in your collection. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching and keep being creative. Stay tuned.